Minecraft Hardcore days 100 to 200. Alright, let's do this. For days 100 to about 109, I mined in both the overworld and the nether. Oh, and did I mention I was able to find emeralds in the mine. By this time, after pointlessly mining in the nether with the pickaxe, I decided to create a creeper farm. So let's go start grabbing resources. This is going to take a while. By day 113, I was ready to begin building the creeper farm, so let's jump into a time lapse. I ended up deleting the time lapse because this project did not work. This clip will show you why. So when I tried to fill the bottom up with water to push the mobs into the killing chamber, I accidentally created a miniature ocean. At this point, I was so devastated that the creeper farm didn't work that I decided to try an MLG. Success. Well, since the creeper farm completely failed, I guess I'll go back to mining in the nether for netherite. Manually. For days 125 through 127, I mined the nether for ancient debris, and I was able to get 3 ancient debris, which was just enough for netherite pants. After I had gotten that netherite pants, I went back and found a nether village. After I found that village, I decided it was time to get a mending villager. So I stayed up all night, and eventually I had invisible spiders attacking me in hardcore. For the next 2 days, I went to the mountain biome and mined emerald. After that, I got paper like a madman and traded as many pieces of paper for emeralds as I possibly could. It's made higher because I accidentally hit the villager a few times. By day 139, I finally had enough emeralds to get a mending book and put it on my pickaxe. After that, I went back into the nether for the next 2 days and mined more cinnabuns. I got a total of about 12 cinnabuns, which was enough to get full netherite armor and some netherite gear. By day 141, I had full netherite armor. Nothing can stop me now. For days 142 through 147, I fought against a raid, and surprisingly, I was able to defeat that raid without dying. And for days 147 through 155, I created a little villager house. For the next 2 days, I added some nice little lighting around my house. For the next 5 days, I spent time clearing out the village because it wasn't needed anymore because all the villagers had died. After that, I pushed villagers for an even more painful 30 minutes of pushing villagers, and they kept running away, which was so frustrating. After that, I bred some villagers, and I was so happy that it actually worked. As you can see, I'm freaking out. Then I pushed villagers into their little home, which he thankfully stayed and did not escape again. And then I had even more baby villagers, which were growing, and I decided to jump on a bedwood one because of my excitement. So, yeah, and then I traded with emeralds with more villagers, and I got a lot of emeralds. And I put a little house down there in the villagers' bed, and I got a nether. Then I had enough mending books to put mending on most of my armor. For days 178 through 182, I mined clay like a madman so I could see profits. And after those days of mining, I had a full inventory of clay. Then I spent that clay getting more emeralds. And then after that, I had a total of 3.5 stacks, and then I made an emerald throne, which I later destroyed. For days 187 through 190, it was back to shoveling up profits in the swamp. I then later came across a bunch of clouds, which I obviously killed. And after that, I got a lot of leather and another full stack of inventory of clay. And then I traded it for more and more emeralds. And then I, unfortunately, let a few villagers escape. Please don't do this. Please, don't escape. These are what all those clay balls were turned into. It was just enough emeralds to make 29 blocks of emeralds. On day 193, I did a little bit of landscaping. On day 194, I got a mending villager who would sell me mending wood for 10 emeralds. And on day 195 through 196, I did nothing. And on day 197, I bred villagers. On day 198, I added lighting and made my house look nicer. I even added some lighting at that old fishing dock I made back in 100 through the first few episodes. On day 199, I wrestled with a iron golem. You will die, my sir. Ow, that really hurt. Or did I have the heart? I must get up before I die. Okay, so I healed myself up and I managed to kill the iron golem. And then I traded on day 200 and got myself a sharpness 5 sword. We've officially survived 200 days in hardcore. If you have enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe for 400 days.